Welcome to your backyard. Today we're out on the Blue Ridge Parkway trying to get a last glimpse at the fall foliage. I was hoping to come early, do some scouting, and try to find some good places to catch some pictures of the last. Look at that. I think we made it just in time. I know I should have came out here first thing in the morning and shooting landscape photography, but it's about 2 hours away, and the thought of getting up at 3 o'clock in the morning and coming up here with no plan just didn't seem like a good idea. So I thought I'd come up here and just do a little scouting, see if I could find a good location, and stay till dusk and see what kind of pictures I could get then. And if things work out, come back again in the morning. And the colors are just amazing. So I might be here at the perfect time. I've probably been doing a lot more driving around than anything today, because I found a few really nice areas, but I wanted to find a stream or a waterfall that I could explore before sundown. But honestly, I don't really mind just driving around up here. It's gorgeous any time of year, let alone right now. I mean, the colors are just amazing. And I'm lucky enough to be able to just get in my car and drive up here on a whim. You probably can't tell, but I'm not in the mountains anymore. I actually had some audio issues with some of the clips, which is pretty upsetting because I thought I had a pretty good background set up. So instead I'm here in your backyard, recording some of that missed audio. The Blue Ridge Parkway is 469 scenic miles of splendor in the mountains of North Carolina and Virginia. The project to build the parkway started in 1935, and the whole parkway is part of the National Park System. While most of it was completed in the 1960s, it technically wasn't finished over 50 years later in 1987. The construction of the parkway was not without controversy and displaced many people, restricted how landowners could build near the parkway, and displaced indigenous populations, not to mention the disturbances to the wildlife and blasting over 20 tunnels and building dozens of bridges. Despite all of this, it was a massive undertaking that created jobs and still does to this day. It gave access to scenic views to over 10 million people every year and conserved over 36,000 acres of land. No matter your feelings on a road that cuts through the heart of these mountains, you can't deny it's breathtaking. I plan to scout the area in the late morning and afternoon to try to find a place to catch the soft glow of light at dusk, while grabbing what shots I could on the way, and maybe to find a stream or out-of-the-way waterfall and try to observe some wildlife while I waited for the light to fall. But the first two places I found ended up being private property, so I wound up at a waterfall right off the parkway, which, not to my surprise, was too crowded for my intentions. So I wound my way back to where I started, Plan B, which ended up turning out not too bad for me. Alone on a mountaintop, surrounded by this natural beauty. For my pictures, well, I'm not so sure. But the moment, the peace and quiet, the solitude, for me, that's really all that mattered. Well, this is my last stop for the day. Couldn't really find what I was looking for. Honestly, I didn't really know what I was looking for. I just know that I didn't find it. Not to say that the trip was a waste, because it wasn't by any means. I planned on coming up here at the end of the day if I didn't find anything. And honestly, it's just gorgeous up here. Well, let's see what we can find. Until next time, what's in your backyard?